A special edition has been added to the Nissan QASHQAI range in Australia, called the N Sport. It brings $1,800 worth of added value. The N Sport isn't some Nismo hyperspeed race edition, as the name might suggest. Instead, it's based on the street variant and comes with a number of sporty highlights to help separate it from the rest. For the exterior, there's a set of 18-inch alloy wheels, along with a range of ice chrome highlights such as the door sills, front lip trimmings, lower tailgate finisher, and some front and rear styling plates. Aside from these upgrades, the N Sport continues on as the QASHQAI. This means it comes with a 2.0-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder producing 106 kilowatts and 200 newton-meters. It comes matched to a CVT automatic with front-wheel drive, offering a combined cycle fuel consumption of 6.9 L/100 kilometers. Inside, passengers can use the touchscreen multimedia interface, while the driver gets cruise control, a rear-view camera, Bluetooth, and a full suite of safety systems that help the QASHQAI earn a 5-star ANCAP safety rating. The Nissan QASHQAI has been a very popular model in Australia since its debut. So far this year, the local arm has sold 6,473 examples. Through June, enough for third spot in the class in terms of popularity. Sales are up 0.9% year-to-date. Nissan Australia says the special edition goes on sale from early July, with prices starting at $28,690, before on roads. This is up only $200 on the equivalent street, with a drive-away offer of $26,990.
Chevrolet's ongoing development of the Corvette ZR1 continues to stoke interest in this hardcore sports coupe. A new spy video from the Nürburgring Nordschleife shows off the body's progress on the model's engineering and lets us hear the snarling V8. Evidence points to the ZR1 using General Motors' new 6.2-liter V8 with the internal designation LT5. The automaker's listing for the power plant indicates that it has dual overhead cams, rather than the Vente's traditional push rods, with variable valve timing. The mill also uses aluminum construction. The ZR1's engine likely eclipses the 650 horsepower from the Z06S LT4 supercharged 6.2-liter V8, but the LT5's exact output remains a mystery. The LT5 is so loud that Chevy's engineers at the ring fit the ZR1 test mule with a bizarre set of extended exhausts. The engine already has a distinct snarl in its clip. Uncorking the pipes for the production version could result in an even meaner roar. The ZR1's engineers take a form-follows-function approach to the C7 Corvette's already lithe shape. The front gains a road-scraping splitter and much larger intakes. The hood gains a distinct power bulge for fitting the new engine, and the fender vents behind the front wheels appear to be even larger than on the Z06. There's also a gargantuan wing sitting on the rear deck. However, spy shots have also shown a smaller version at the back, indicating the bigger unit might be optional. Rumors indicate that the ZR1 might debut in early August at IMSA's Continental Tire Road Race Showcase at Road America in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. If this report is accurate, then Chevy only has a few more weeks of testing before the hardcore model's official premiere. Spy photos also indicate that a convertible version could join the lineup later. The ZR1 could be something really special because it might be the last front-engine Corvette for the foreseeable future, because Chevy has the future mid-engine Vette under development at the same time.
Hybrid power used to be associated with boring, eco-minded driving, but the technology is evolving. Having announced plans to electrify its entire range by 2019, Volvo has unveiled a hybrid that will warm the heart of motoring enthusiasts worldwide. With more than 400 horsepower on tap, this family SUV makes hot hatches look slow. Given the popularity of mid-sized luxury four-wheel drives at the moment, it's not surprising to see manufacturers developing faster, more expensive versions for families in a rush. The new BMW X3 ranges headlined by the 360 horsepower, 265 kilowatts, M40i, and Audi was arguably first to the segment with the SQ5. But neither of those cars is hybrid-powered, and neither can match the 421 horsepower, 314 kilowatts, on offer in the Volvo XC60 T8 Polestar. Like the XC90 T8 hybrid with which it shares a powertrain, the hot XC60 doesn't drink like a performance car. It can cover 28 miles, 45 kilometers, on battery power alone, and uses 2.1 L/100 kilometers, 134.5 mpg, on the new European drive cycle. You'd have to tread very gently to match the official claims in the real world, but the ability to cruise around town without any local emissions is something no direct rival can offer at the moment. When the driver decides to forget about efficiency, they're likely to enjoy the more responsive accelerator, sportier gearbox tune and more aggressive off-throttle behavior tuned into the car by Polestar. The, oddly named, tuning house is now an official part of the Volvo brand, making it the equivalent of AMG to Mercedes for M performance. That means we're likely to see more cars like the XC60 T8 Polestar down the track. Our goal is to create a seeable performance in everyday driving situations for Volvo owners who want an enhanced driving experience, says Henrik Fries, Vice President, Research and Development at Polestar. The new XC60 has provided us with an excellent base to work on with a dynamic chassis and a state-of-the-art powertrain. With the Polestar optimization, it makes the new Volvo XC60 a true driver's car. Although the T8 is the king of the XC60 range, Volvo will also be offering Polestar-optimized versions of the T5, D5 and D4 models. Each car will get a mild bump in power and torque.
Electric automaker Tesla has produced its first Model 3 sedan, a highly anticipated car because it carries a relatively low sticker price. CEO Elon Musk late Saturday tweeted pictures of the car, which will cost $35,000 and can travel 215 miles on a single electric charge. $7,500 Australian dollars federal tax credit for electric vehicles would lower the cost to $27,500. The new model comes after a bad week for Tesla's stock price. Shares fell roughly 14% after Musk tweeted that deliveries of the company's other two models, the Model S sedan and Model X SUV, were at the low end of the company's projections in the first half of this year. Musk also said the company would make 20,000 Model 3s in December, below previous estimates. Musk earlier had said Tesla would make 10,000 Model 3s per week by December. Musk also has said the Palo Alto, California-based company will hold a party to hand over the first 30 Model 3s to customers on July 28. Tesla expects to produce 100 cars in August and more than 1,500 in September, Musk tweeted earlier. While second quarter deliveries rose 53% from a year ago, they still were about 12% below first quarter deliveries. Tesla said in a statement that second quarter production was hampered by a severe shortfall of battery packs. Production averaged 40% less than demand until early June, the company said.
I live in London. My commute is 12 miles each way. I like green tea. I tick many of the boxes that mean the electric Nissan Leaf should suit me down to the ground. It does. Over the past month I've used our electric vehicle a lot and it has fitted comfortably into my routine without a hitch, despite not being able to charge it up at home. Having charging points at the office means I can plug the Leaf in when I arrive in the morning and by the end of the day, its full charge of a claimed 120 miles is enough to last me a weekend's worth of local trips. It has made me think that I could probably manage full-time ownership of a Leaf without charging facilities at home, but maybe that's a crazy idea. I'm interested to hear if any electric vehicle owners do this, so get in touch if you do and tell me how you manage. I'd wager that the Leaf is one of the most relaxing cars to drive in London. You can't do anything about the horrendous traffic, but you care a lot less about that when you're cocooned in a bubble of serenity. Why do electric cars need to be serviced? Servicing has always bothered me when it comes to electric cars. I mean, what actually needs servicing? Glance at the Nissan website and, amid the inevitable oil change and fluid checks, the only relevant work for a Leaf in the first service, due after 12 months or 18,000 miles, seems to be for screen wash. At £99, that's an expensive way to get your screen wash topped up. Still, I called up Adcaster Shepherd and Nissan, who were very helpful and explained that they also do a check on the battery condition and tires, so there's that. Despite all this, our Leaf isn't due a service for another few months. It has not yet hit 5,000 miles and feels as tight to drive now as it did brand new. It was actually a reader who got me thinking about it. Simon Williams got in touch to tell us about his 90,000-mile MK1 Leaf. I imagine the Nissan felt somewhat frumpy to drive, following on from his BMW 335d, but he's happy anyway, having saved around £7,000 per year on fuel and running costs. He also gets his car serviced at an independent garage and it costs barely anything. The range on his car has now dropped to around 50 miles from the new real-world 70-mile range, so he'll be rethinking quite soon, given his daily commute of 45 miles. Still, that's double the average daily commute, and it goes to show that it can be done with electric power, even without the added range, about 90 to 100 miles, realistically, of our far-shelved 30 kWh model. And done happily, at that. Annoying cables. I'm continuing to enjoy the Leaf's stream of power and distant, eerie whirring noise. What annoys me are the cables. They're hard to squeeze into the cases provided, so I often give up and chuck them loose into the boot, where they make a mess and get tangled up with the buggy. I've resorted to a plastic bag, not as neat, but quicker and easier.